Hey.
What's up, everybody? It's Mike and Bottom Shelf Jim. Jay
Back.
has some things going
Yep.
on, family stuff, couldn't be here.
He's on assignment today.
So we just figured we have Sunday fun day.
Yeah, the sun's out, springtime, why not?
Yep.
You know?
We just got done trying a barrel experiment that some Elijah Craig honey barrel.
Oh, it turned out great.
What'd you think of it?
I really liked it. It
Okay.
wasn't as honey-y as some of the other things that we've tried, and it blended well. It was really nice. So
We may have to do a video on it just to kind of talk about it. I've got my Weller Special Reserve that I did with the brown sugar syrup, but maybe we can compare the two
that'd be
and
kinda
see what that's all about. But right now, I just happened to stumble into the brand new releases for the Jack Daniel's 10 and 12. I've actually passed on the 10 last year, and I wasn't going to do it again this year.
Yeah,
so
you can't go 2 years.
I ended up picking them both up. The 10, this one is the batch 3, 97 proof, and the 12, which we did some damage on that bitch.
Yep.
This
was a full bottle last night, and again, we pre-gamed and did some pre-science.
That is.
Had a couple friends over, we were.
And it was so good that I actually helped my boy
Yes.
out. And can we just talk about this for just 1 second?
I think we need to.
We have a record.
We.
This is a record.
I'm losing my bottom shelf credentials one bottle at a time, but I will never stray from my roots. However, this is not bottom shelf pricing. This is definitely not bottom shelf pricing.
It wasn't crazy.
It wasn't
like
bad.
I hooked you up with about as much MSRP as you can get. So it's not like you paid stupid
wasn't.
Secondary prices for it.
And I'm a big Jack Daniel's homer, as
going back to the old man.
Going back to Pops, probably stealing a little bit of his old number 7 in the early days, but no, this is good.
But we've talked about it before on the show that everything really, besides you could make the argument that old number 7 is just kind of it's literally everywhere in the world. So if we travel to Belize or we travel to Cancun, they have old number 7.
Yep.
It's always everywhere, along with Jim Beam White Label. So those two are like everywhere in the world that we've ever traveled.
Yep.
But everything else from Jack is excellent, ranging from the single barrels to even Gentleman Jack at 80 proof. It's still pretty good.
That Jack Bonded that's been pretty available here in central Kansas. I mean, I'm digging that.
And the Bottle of Bond travel exclusive.
Ooh, that was a good one.
Phenomenal. So here we are with the 10 and 12. I've not yet tried the 12. I have last year's batch.
Still unopened?
Yeah, it's still unopened. We never did it. This is batch 1. Same proof, 107 proof, but we've got the newest one, and we're going to... That was a fresh pop right here. The number 10 might be kind of familiar.
Yeah.
They're not blind.
We know what they are, but we're just going to give them a...
Is that one? That one is
A. Is the 10.
A is the 10 years, so they're how we're showing on the deal.
It's still good. I can drink it every day, and it's still good.
Yeah, 97 proof. That's right in your wheelhouse.
Yep.
The 107 is still pretty close to your wheelhouse. It's maybe a little bit hotter than what you would normally gravitate towards, but.
Well, as we've seen, when you start creeping above 110-ish, the wheels start coming off a little quicker.
This now I know when we got into it last night, we'd kind of been drinking a little bit.
Kind of typical Saturday Night Live action.
Yeah. But I'm getting that really nice fruit note that I'm growing to like.
Yep.
And most people would probably say that it's banana, and my brain, with it being Jack Daniel's, my brain is saying it's banana. I don't know if it is, but there is a definite fruit.
It doesn't stray far from kind of the Jack Bonded and some of the single barrel. I mean, they've obviously got a repeatable formula, but it definitely is a smoother delivery.
Man, no wonder why we drank almost 3/4 of that bottle last night.
Trent Berg, if you're watching, you owe us like 5 new subscribers. We owe him. I didn't buy it. He did, but just kidding. What good is having decent whiskey if you can't share it with a couple of buddies?
That's right. I think Trent liked it.
He is a budding whiskey aficionado.
Nice.
He travels a ton. I know he probably won't watch this, but it's unique to get inputs from your friends and family all over the place. We just had another friend who goes out to the Phoenix area a ton, is able to score some stuff. So we're building the network slowly but surely.
We've got some new stuff that he actually brought over to me that I'm excited to try, some samples and stuff. I don't know, maybe we should look at doing samples like of the Coy Hill, Jack Daniel's Coy Hill. Probably want to wait for Jay to do that one.
Yeah, we can't exclude
that's a hazmat.
Our third member from everything.
Yeah.
Hazmat.
Okay, the 12 year, I feel like you get a little bit more of the barrel influence, a little bit more of the char. There's still a nice fruit note on it,
there's
but
less of it.
It feels more mature. Even just the 2 years extra age, it feels.
And you can definitely taste a little bit of the extra proofiness. It comes across just a teeny bit hotter.
Oh, that's good.
These are both really good. I know the viewers don't always want to hear how much we like it, but yeah, I mean it's a graduation from the single barrel and some of the other Jack stuff that's readily available on most shelves. That 12 is definitely well put together.
What would be interesting is if I could have brought back some of that Jack bottled and Bond Travel exclusive. Because I feel like
it was damn close.
Maybe it was time and place, and it just was going down really well that week in Belize. But I still maintain that was probably the best Jack Daniel's product until now, at least. Yeah. Arguably these two. I feel like I like the bottled and bond better than maybe the 10-year. Okay. I'm not sure I like it better than the 12.
I don't know. As that 12 is kind of sitting here, I just got a lot of fruit on my second drink after it kind of marinated a little bit here in the glass, but still, yeah.
So did you drink all of it?
No.
Okay.
I got a little bit of just,
So again, we're going to humor the viewers and Jimmy. So Jimmy normally drinks his with ice. Mm. So just throw yourself an ice cube in each one, and we're going to see what this does.
I appreciate that. Again, drink it the way you like it, how you like it, where you like it, all that kind of good stuff. As we were sitting around last night drinking some of the 10, I noticed, and maybe it's just me, as my 1 or 2 ice cubes kind of melted into it, I thought it opened it up and made it even better than it already was.
Actually, I felt like the 10 last night was a little bit of a kind of a astringent barrel char type of thing. And I even said, this is savory.
Yeah.
And the ice actually opened it up because I tried it with an ice cube then, and it kind of tamped down the savory note and brought forward a little bit of the sweet note, which I kind of liked. Yeah. And I normally don't ever drink with ice, but
I'm working on him.
Yeah.
Starting to get
just
him.
like I've been working on his bottom shelf status, he's working on me for the occasional ice cube.
Every once in a while.
You, however, do like a glass of ice.
Yeah.
I have one ice cube.
Yeah, I normally take it to the extremes and kind of ruin it, but
Man, I'll tell you, with the ice in it, there is very little difference to me, at least on the nose. It feels like the ice killed the 10-year. It killed all of those little subtle nuances in it. It's good.
I think this one might be better neat. If you're really wanting to kind of pull all of the flavor profiles and all the notes out of it, I think the ice might just mute it a little bit.
With the ice in the 12-year now, I'm almost getting like a citrus thing.
Maybe so.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Ice are neat. It just mutes the flavors.
It does,
as you would probably expect with the ice. But
I appreciate you trying it. But yeah, I mean, we're trying to pick out subtle, differences in a 2-year aging process, and so the ice probably didn't help.
I actually think, for some reason, I think I like, if you were going to say you have to have an ice cube on it, the 10-year, I actually think I like
10
better
on
with
ice and then
ice.
go 12 neat.
Yes.
I'd be in agreement with that.
Again, but the difference, yeah, I'm not liking that 12 on the ice. I think it brings forward the astringent thing, and not in a good way.
Yeah.
Not in a terrible way. It's still decent, but neat is the way to go if you're drinking the 12, in my opinion.
Yep.
If you like ice, I think the 10, you will like it on ice as well.
I would agree. I like it. I like
They're-
everything.
Both, I'm getting a little bit of a fruit note for those tasting
Mhm.
notes. You get a little bit of the savory thing on the 10 again, and then that goes away with ice, and more sweet and more fruit note come forward.
Yep.
The 12, it's just, it tastes more mature. Even though it's only 2 years, I think the added proof plus the 2 years.
A lot
kinda,
happens in that last couple of years of age. Yeah,
Man,
that's good.
I like both of these a lot.
I'm
And you bought the last bottle of 10-year at my store. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Because I would probably go back and buy it.
Yep. So I got Mike in a moment of weakness. He made the call to our store guy and said, "Hey, hold this one back for Bottom Shelf Jim."
Well, he told me when I went and bought it, because I was only going to get the 12.
Yeah.
And I said, well, what's the deal with the 10? He's like, man, the 10 just doesn't, nobody seems to want it. And I said, you got to be kidding me. And I said, well, I guess I'll buy it.
Yeah.
And he had 2 bottles of it.
Well,
and he says, well, I
There's
don't-
one, and the other one's in my house right now.
Yep. So I'm glad I bought the 10 because it's really good.
Yep.
And we're going to have to slow down on it. 'cause
Yeah,
I
that'll
don't
have
wanna
to sit
just-
there for a while. I bet you. I mean, knowing you, you would probably pick the 12 neat at the end of the
Yeah.
night, 9 times out of 10 anyway.
But it's not super aggressive on the proof too, so you don't have to get
107.
You
yeah,
know,
it's easy. That's a good
That's
drinker.
That's a good easy drinker, really.
Yeah, buddy.
So if you like the Jack profile, if you like Jack Daniels, maybe it's got a special place in your heart that you've drank it for years and stuff. You know,
Take
both
a chance.
of these
If
are
you can-
going to be, if you can find
If you
them,
can
that's
find
the
them,
key.
pick them up. This definitely goes on the wall of if you can find it, grab it. You're not going to regret it.
$70 or so for the 10-year. To be honest, I don't even know what the 12 was. I just bought it.
Probably more, to be honest. So yeah.
I don't even ask the price anymore, but I think they're probably around 100.
I would safely assume.
I don't. So there you have it. Mike, Bottom Shelf Jim say both of these are good in
Good
their
review.
own respects. Both are good on ice. Both are good neat for different reasons. If you like that Jack Daniels profile, these you're gonna love these. So
Highly recommend.
yep. We'll see you next time right here on Thin Blue Whiskey.